Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're having a great day, drinking lots of water, staying hydrated, having something at some point today. If you haven't, now's your chance to, because we're sitting back, relaxing, and playing some more Danganronpa today. We are on the very tail end of Chapter 4. We just finished the trial, so we're going to get through a little bit more dialogue, and then we're jumping into Chapter 5 today. We are getting close for this game, which is good. And I'm excited about that. I know it's been a while, first of all, since I have streamed. Listen, there's been a lot going on. I started working my new job, which I'm a substitute teacher, and that's been so fun. So the days that I have for not streaming, I am working during the week, or I have something going on the weekends. So that's what's going on with that. But I've been sick for 2 weeks now, and that's not very fun. I shouldn't say 2 weeks. I had really bad allergies, but then I think the kiddos at school gave me actual sick, so bear with me today. I also have been having a lot of heart complications. I am okay, but I had a heart Holter for the past week, and I just got taken off today, which basically it's a heart monitor that they keep on for 24/7. Yeah, so that's been interesting. Anyway, that's what's going on with me. I think we're just going to jump right into it, but those are just some updates for you guys as to what's going on with me and why streaming has kind of been few and far between. But we are back, and we're going to jump right into it. Here we go. End of chapter 4. We're in the verdict. Wherever master goes, I go. And if the master turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire. Everyone.
Hey.
Well, now can you say that Sakura's death had no meaning? How boring. But nothing good can come of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time.
What the heck?
The fun time? Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get on back on track.
You want me to
It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Punishment time. Wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead. You're not gonna... Is it me? Oh, heavens no. Just because the Blackened is dead doesn't mean I can just sub in whatever old student I want. Didn't I tell you? I'm very particular about the bare times one rule. But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste. So, for my special punishment, I've prepared a special guest. Special guest?
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Okay. No! Oh gosh! How do you find out? Oh. Oh. There goes our only hope of escape. Oh my gosh. Brutal. You suck, man. You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk. That really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say for post-workout grab chicken's where it's at. And I'm all about the grilled goodness. Fried, broiled, give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence, grilled is where it's at. I realize how dangerous it could be. But still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Alter Ego's words race through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling over. It bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out of my mouth. How dare you? That was my friend. How dare you kill him?
What's the matter?
You were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next, friends with a basketball? Shut up. He wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend. And you killed him. Is this what you call animism? Where a soul dwells within all things, like laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. It was trying to find things out all sneaky.
Just as I thought.
So you finally noticed him.
Actually,
Finally? No. I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all going to play out from the start. What?
What do you think?
You knew, and you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge?
yep.
Well, I mean, the data on the laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you. Or maybe more like a reward in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey.
So, of course I didn't care if you got access to it. But sneaking into the network was just too personal, so I had to do a little, reformatting. I want to work as hard as everyone else so we can all get out of here. Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life. And for that, he was killed. Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel a billion times better. Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everybody who's died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, they all make us stronger. I swear, someday you will pay for this. Holy moly, you're super mad. Like, just unreasonably upset.
Well.
Okay, time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that, I need to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript?
Yep.
Yeah, there's still a bit more left to Sakura's note. Do I have your attention? Okay then, here we go. Prepare your ears for the dulcet tones of yours truly. One other thing, Hina. There's something I'd like to tell the others. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of this school. What? A clue?
Hina.
I've spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here, and so I've learned one thing, which is, the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is... Oopsie daisy, that was a close one. Another word and we would have been hip deep in spoiler territory. Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today. What? You can't just stop at the most important bit. It makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? Makes you so mad you don't even friggin' know, huh? That's the whole point, stupid. It's to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura's note. Like I'd ever let any of you greaseballs have it. But sucks for you, loser. Wait, what's this? What is it now? There's one last line in the note. And let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not gonna just lay down and die. I will fight you, you bastard. No matter what. That's seriously it. Wow, what a stubborn loser, huh? She won't lay down and die? She'll fight you? Well, whatever. Who cares what some dead musclehead has to say? Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try to get some rest, And maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Think about that. Long, think hard. Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. But what was all that about? Sakura's final message, her last clue to help us solve the mystery of this school. The mastermind did something to us? Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over. What did you do? What did you do to my body? What?
Hey.
Answer me. What did you do to my body? The mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? I mean, did the mastermind plant a bomb in us or something? And if we try to leave the school, the sensor goes off and the bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so it's not totally unheard of. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo,
So the class trial's over and Monokuma's gone.
but
So now what do we do?
yes.
What else is there other than to head back up?
Um,
Oh yeah, okay, let's get out of here. But Hina must feel responsible. Dial back that ego a bit, girl. The kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat.
not possible.
I would never have lost that kind of challenge. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up. Seriously, I'm sorry. How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached the point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. Then I'll try. That totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag?
No, 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 no!
I cannot suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master.
Huh?
What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him? Sleazeball?
What the heck?
That's right. I called you a sleazeball because you are sleazeball. Apparently you still have a death wish. Oh, more biting sarcasm. No wonder you don't have any friends.
No, no, no,
Stop fighting with Master. You're making me jealous. I want the abuse, give and take. Me. I guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now. So, Sakura's class trial came to an end, and we returned to the world of Hope's Peak Academy. But the story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms, and before long, night snuck up on us.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime.
Some nerd dated Sayaka in real life. Whoa, weird. Oh, sorry.
Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it, down into sleep. I couldn't remember the last time I'd fallen into such a deep sleep. But the night still wasn't over for me. A voice? I could hear a voice. Wake up. The voice dragged me from deep slumber into hazy half-consciousness. My eyelids were like lead.
Kyoko?
Yes, it's me.
Kyoko?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
In a flash, I was wide awake. What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up. I see. Wait, but my door. It was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless. It was unlocked? Are you serious?
Hey,
Always. And you don't have to overreact like that every time you're surprised. What time is it?
correct.
3 o'clock. In the morning, of course. It's 3 a.m.? Why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour? It's so late. What happened?
Makoto.
I have a favor I need to ask. What's your favor?
So,
Remember what Sakura said at the end of her note? I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you. I want to find out what she meant by that. Okay, but how do you plan to do that? Then Kyoko put her lips next to my ear and whispered. The data center on the 4th floor. What?
Goodbye.
I'll meet you there. Without another word, she was gone. What the? Her words reverberated through my half-dazed head. The data center? But I thought it was locked. Oh, secrets, secrets. Yes. Secrets. I made my way into after-hours school and headed for the data center on the 4th floor. Eventually, I went up at the data center, but when I arrived, Kyoko's not here. That's weird. She said she'd meet me. Is she maybe inside already? I put my hand to the door, and with a certain amount of force, it didn't open. Tried again, but must be locked. What was it Kyoko said? The data center on the 4th floor.
What's this?
What are you doing up, mister? Breaking into a locked room is incredibly prohibited, don't you know? Oh, well, You're trying to tell me you didn't actually bust in yet, right? But I can see that you don't. Don't waste my time telling me crap I can see for myself. It looked like you might break in any second, so I thought I'd give you a friendly reminder. I need a tissue, hang on. Oh, okay. Or are you gonna tell me you were sleepwalking or something? Nothing like that. 3 o'clock in the morning, for crying out loud. Even I get tired, you know. Stop being weird and go back to bed. What's wrong now?
Just a second.
Why are you out here making a racket? Kyoko? Now you too? Whatever, the two of you just get back to bed. I'm positively exhausted from the class trial.
It's true.
Sure, you got it. Come on, Makoto, let's head back. What?
Hey,
Didn't you hear me? We're leaving. I have no idea what's going on anymore.
shall we go?
Don't worry about it. Let's just go. Okay. Yeah, go on, get out of here. Shoo, shoo. So we left and went back to our rooms. And then?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Hold on. Listen, what was that all about just now? She woke me up, made me go to the data center, which just so happened to be locked. And then she shows up late, and we leave without checking a single thing. What was the point of all that? Don't worry about it. I figured that would be the end of our conversation just like always, but...
Goodbye.
Well then, good night. Sure. And then that was over. But as I turned to leave...
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Kyoko is right next to me once again, whispering into my ear.
Mukuro Ikusaba. The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in the school. The one they call the ultimate despair.
Oh.
Watch out for her.
Secrets. All-star apologies. Finished. Seven? Alter lump present? Oh, God. Yes, please. Oh, achievement. 4 by Gore. Finish chapter 4. Yes, please. Override.
Mukuro Ikusaba. Mukuro Ikusaba. The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Kyoko told me to watch out for her. Mukuro Ikusaba. That was 3 days before the next incident. 3 days before we would be faced with another murder. 3 days before the worst thing so far would reveal itself. "100-mile dash, pain of a junk food junkie." Okay. In the meantime, the day after Sakura's class trial, that morning in the dining hall. So, let's begin with the usual post-trial investigation. Hey, he didn't make small talk or anything. We never get straight to the point like that. If you want to keep up with me, you must refrain from pointless small talk. Geez, how high is that horse of yours?
Well,
He just acts like that to hide his own insecurities. That's what I like to think anyway. Regardless, if you want to defeat the mastermind, you need to follow my lead. They creep around the school like a mouse, but the mastermind's pride is as bloated as a cow's udder.
in the name of
And no matter what it takes, I will rid this world of them. Hey Toko, you've been pretty quiet. Man, you're so boring now. You just sit there like a mushroom. I'm gonna start calling you Miss Mushroom.
What's your
She didn't snap back at you. Her talking makes things difficult, so I told her not to open her mouth without permission. What? But if she can't open her mouth, she can't eat or drink water. I don't care.
how about that?
You're okay with that, Toko? Jeez, how low is that rock you're hiding under? I believe this is the small talk Byakuya warned us against.
Come on.
And yet, I let myself get involved. But it is now finished. I will never allow you to drag me down into your level again.
Let's go.
We're gonna begin our search. Stop running your mouths and start moving your legs. Pressured by an obviously irritated Byakuya, we all started our exploration. Alright. We should have a 5th floor now. Let's go. Oh, I wanted to go in here and get presents because I have a bunch of coins from the trial. Yes, please. Let's give it a shot. I like to put them all in. I don't know what the difference is if I put them all in, but guess I get more rare items, maybe? What is it? Lucky. Oh, I got another one. Oh. I think I've gotten that one before. Oh, wait, what even was it? No. Yeah, I just got the tumbleweed. I've gotten that before, I'm pretty sure. Hey, Luna! My cat's trying to climb behind my dresser, but there's not enough room. Tips and tips. Oh, codes for every game ever. Weird. Oh, oopsies. I totally forget how to leave. No. Oh, R, return. Got it. Should probably get going. Alright, here we go. Oh wait. Pool. Oh. I always forget. It's over here. Yeah, a cup of hot chocolate. Yum. Yum. Oh, here it is. Yes! Whoa! So here I am on the 5th floor of Hope's Peak Academy. The 5th floor has been opened up to us. And it's totally different from all the floors we've seen up until now. For some reason it feels unpleasant. There's usually nothing in the classrooms. This looks so cool. Oh my goodness. Hi, Hina. This floor feels different compared to all the others. I'm not sure what it is. Is there some reason for that? I hope it's not anything too creepy. Classroom. Oh, this is weird. Raw? Locked. We came all this way just to be denied here. The sign in the hallway says biolab. A biolab that we're forbidden from seeing into. Kinda sounds like something out of an old cheesy horror movie. Okay. Let's keep it going then, huh? What's this? Ooh. What Kyoko told me yesterday? What the heck did it mean?
The 16th's the one they
Yes,
watch
we've
out
been through this. Kyoko? I'm not gonna say anything. Huh? Can't say anything. Kyoko narrowed her eyes. Her gaze darted up to the surveillance camera.
Hey,
You understand why, right? She was trying to tell me that whatever it is, it was important. Their mastermind couldn't find out. But how did Kyoko get her hands on information that could be that important?
so then,
We're finished here. She made it very clear that our conversation had come to an end. And just like usual, I didn't understand anything better than before. Target seems pretty far away. Cool. Even though this room is totally enclosed, there's a cherry tree planted here, and it's in full bloom.
hey,
It's quite elegant. This is what you consider elegant?
indeed.
I lived overseas for a long time, so this kind of Japanese style scenery is refreshing. But considering our situation, isn't it kind of out of place? Yes, sir. I think we're pretty... Yeah.
Hey, indeed.
Yep, okay, so there's stuff here. It's a straw post used for sword practice. Do they use it for training here too? Oh, locker. There's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. The wooden lockers and keys reminded me of super old school public bathhouses. The suit of armor is on display. It's extremely Japanese. That's about it for this room. Okay. Alright. Anything that was over here? No? Okay. What's in here? Ooh. Hey.
Yo.
At first I thought I saw blue skies. Turns out they're just painted the walls and the ceiling.
You know?
But the plants are all real. It's been a while since I've smelled vegetation. Helps me relax.
What the heck?
That's not what you're thinking, is it? Why? Is that bad? Don't you get it? Don't you realize the true horror of plant life? It's there, just beneath the surface. Beneath their calm exterior, they're always watching and waiting. And when they decide they can't leave us in charge of Earth anymore,
The end is
they'll put their plan for global human extinction into action.
Well,
I'm serious. Okay, buddy. What is this? This thing is super weird, super creepy. Flowers aren't supposed to get this big. Is this thing real? Hi. That's a Monokuma flower. I came up with the name myself. Try and touch it and you're in for some real excitement. Your heart's all like, whoa, and the plant's all like, snap, and your flesh is all like, bleh, I'm dead. In other words, it's a monstrosity. It's pretty freaking amazing if I do say so myself. A student Hope's Peak added improvement after improvement and created this miracle creature. the ultimate botanist. Although they don't go here anymore. They died during the tragedy. By the way, despite how it looks, that flower is super practical. It can eat paper, plastic, and even people, so it's totally good for the environment. Such an eco-friendly creation is vital for the future growth of a healthy society. Not that I know anything about that myself. Spouting more and more nonsense, Monokuma eventually disappeared. Whatever it is, I'd better keep my distance. Alright. Is this a chicken coop? What's a chicken coop doing here? This place even has chickens, huh? They're just regular chickens, right? Like they don't eat people or lay bombs instead of eggs or something crazy like that. Seems safe. There's no mistake. Oh, you like chickens too, Makoto? Yeah, I love these little guys. They're seriously cute, right? And there's exactly 5 of them here. Exactly? 5. You know, the number that comes after 4 and before 6. At least in terms of natural numbers. Anyway, whenever the number 5 pops up, that's a good omen. It contains the mysteries of the cosmos.
I'm at least 30% right.
It's a number of power, and refreshing number on par with these hand-squeezed all-natural lemonade. He never lets me get a word in edgewise. This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. Seems fairly useless when he's not on it. Actually, no, it's totally useless no matter what. There's some kind of control panel set near the wall. Does it control the air conditioning or something? It's for the sprinklers. Sprinklers? Yeah, it controls the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off every morning at 7:30. Don't you dare change it without permission. Of course, the settings panel's locked, so you couldn't change it even if you wanted to. So that means the sprinklers go off at 7:30 a.m. every morning? Yep, you got it. Super user-friendly, which sucks. So if you get here too early, you'll get drenched. So watch yourself. But you're not a little kid, right? You're too old to go running through sprinklers anyway. Or do you have some kind of water fetish? I'm gonna tell everyone. Just to be sure, I should take a look in that tool shed. This place seems totally disorganized. From a lawnmower to fertilizer, flower pots to farm tools. And leaning against the back wall, is that a pickaxe? No, a lot's to look at in here. Bags of fertilizer are piled up. There are so many different kinds to choose from. There are different kinds of gardening tools here. Are they trying to get us to become self-sufficient? Something carved into the handle of this pickaxe. Crazy diamond? I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere. Lawnmower. There's a lawnmower here. Even with this here, who's actually going to take care of the lawn. And pots. So many flower pots. Big ones, little ones, any size you might need. Maybe I'll grow some flowers to put in my room. Yep. I didn't see anywhere else to go besides the classrooms. Alright, what do I do now? Guess I can check these, I don't know. Oh, hey Toko. She want to talk to me about something? Toko, what's wrong? She trying to say something? I think she's almost just a little more and I might get it. Sorry, but I have no idea what it is you're trying to tell me. She just let her shoulders drop. She looks so sad. I guess she gave up. Oh my goodness. What is this? A grotesque horror of the room struck me hard and fast. What I saw was bad enough, but what I smelled? It was sour, pungent, impossibly rank. It smells awful, doesn't it? It must be at least vaguely familiar to you. After all, you've been around your fair share of corpses. Are you saying? It's the smell of death. Their flesh and fat and blood. There's no surprise in his voice, no shock. But he was right. I had experienced this smell more than once before. It was the smell of death and despair. But the smell here is strong, condensed. It's the smell of a battlefield. Monokuma must have... What, my fault again? Stop trying to blame everything on me. If you hadn't done what you did, this never would have happened. No, it's quite the opposite. The opposite? Yep, let me give you an itty-bitty, eegy-squeegy little hint. As far as this room goes, I don't know a thing. I just left it exactly how I found it. What? How's that for a hint? Better than those stupid hints you get from NPCs and those mean old RPGs. That's pretty scary, huh? Blood all over the walls and junk. Of course, even in the outside world, people die bloody, gruesome deaths every day. So it's not really a big deal. Just keep your chin up and keep on living, soldier. What's he talking about? He just left it the way he found it? What's the meaning of all this? Byakuya, about what Monokuma just told us. It's like I'm not even here. He must be lost in thought. Is he really thinking that hard, or is he just flat out ignoring me? Okay, there's quite a bit to look at in here, including... Can I look at this? No. There's blood all over the place. I want to shut my eyes forever against such a ghastly sight. It appears all the bloodstains are dry, and their color has changed as well. I think it's safe to assume these stains are considerably old. This is all really blood? Of course. I wouldn't find it interesting otherwise. And it is interesting, I assure you. What on earth happened in this classroom? It seems like he's enjoying himself. No way I can keep up with someone like that. Okay. There are white chalk outlines drawn all over the floor. How many bodies were there? I've seen this kind of thing on detective shows and stuff like that. You always see it at the scene of a murder. I wish I could say I don't believe it. Oh wait, hang on. No, frick. Cause oh, okay, well I guess that's it then. Once again, nothing I found seems to make any real sense. I need to head back to the dining hall and find out what the others turned up. One after another, everyone made their way to the dining hall. Before too long, it would appear everyone has returned. Still, just the 6 of us. That's barely enough for a decent volleyball team. Hey, don't be a sourpuss. We gotta think positive. Besides, even if one more person dies, we can still field a basketball team. It's like reverse positive thinking. Anyway, there's no time to be depressed. For the sake of everyone we've lost, we have to do our best. Can we stop all this group hug nonsense? We need to find out what everyone else discovered. I checked all the windows on the 5th floor, front to back. That used to be Sakura's job, but anyway, no dice. There were heavy metal plates on the windows just like everywhere else.
Correct.
Which means no chance of escape on the 5th floor either. But when I was looking around, I realized something about the layout of the school. What exactly did you notice about the layout of the school?
Just a second.
You took a good look around the 5th floor yourself, didn't you, Makoto? Why do you ask?
So then,
Because if you did, you must have noticed. The 5th floor is lacking something every other floor has. A bathroom? Something on the other floors but not on the 5th floor? Talking about stairs? Oh, that too. There aren't any stairs leading up from the 5th floor. That's what you're talking about, right? Does that mean the 5th floor is the end?
correct.
We're finally starting to get a clear picture of this school. That's all that's left now is to solve the underlying mystery. That's the hardest part. even if it's hard, we still gotta do it. Yeah, Hina's right. Everything will be okay. As long as we work together, I'm sure we'll make it out of this. No, I'm sure. We absolutely will make it out, no matter what it takes.
Hey,
My concern is with the biolab. That was the only place on the 5th floor that we couldn't access. The biolab, huh? I wonder what's in there.
Could it be?
If this were like a cliche horror game, it'd be some kind of creature. The final boss, or tyrant, or...
But
We're not in a horror game, though. Either way, we don't need to worry about it at the moment. Don't bother thinking about something that can't be understood, no matter how much you think about it.
Naturally.
Your tiny brains can only do so much, so focus on utilizing them efficiently.
well,
I don't really like how you said it, but what you said is probably right.
What?
No, how I said it is right too. By the way, did any of you find it? The other strange room on the 5th floor? Well, no, strange is a massive understatement. The smell of flesh and fat and blood. The white outlines of countless corpses. It was more dreadful than anything I've encountered here so far. What are you talking about? The smell itself was horrific, far beyond any normal murder scene. Every body smell concentrated. Glad I didn't see it. I feel like I'm gonna barf just hearing you describe it. But I mean, what happened in that room?
So in other
I can only think of one thing. A large group of people died right there in that room. A bunch of people were killed in there? Stop, seriously, I'm gonna throw up.
it can't be.
Perhaps that's what was meant by the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. You're thinking the same thing then. My theory is the mass murder that took place in that room is the incident said to have happened 1 year ago. The awful scene in that room. That was the tragedy that happened a year ago?
In other words,
Precisely. The tragedy is another name for the genocide of the student body of Hope's Peak Academy. If that's true,
it's all clear.
that would explain why Hope's Peak was forced to close its doors. I mean, I guess that all makes sense, but it's just so awful. Not just awful, super awfully awful. They're right, it's beyond awful. It's terrible, tragic, hopeless. But still, how is it not one of us has ever heard about something like that happening? Does that mean they really did cover it up? Hey Byakuya, it seems like Toko wants to say something.
What?
So, why are you telling me? Because you told her to zip it or whatever? Forgotten about that. Man, I know you like torturing her, but come on. Well, Toko, if you want to envelop us in your putrid breath, I won't stop you. You honor me, Master. And don't worry, I took care of the odor problem. Seriously, you're gonna take it? Shut up, and don't interrupt when Master and me are talking. Okay, so what did you want to tell us? Well, I was in the classroom on the 5th floor, and something caught my attention. It was this. A knife? Whoa, that thing is huge, like Rambo size.
What?
It's a survival knife of some kind. But what was it doing in the classroom? How would I know? What are you going to use that knife for? What are you planning to do to us? I'm not going to do anything. I just picked it up, and I didn't want to leave a knife just laying around.
How about that?
I'd rather have it laying around than the hands of a serial killer. Don't compare me to her. I'm nothing like her. Listen, more important. Now that we have the knife, what are we going to do with it?
You know?
We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do.
What's your
I don't want it anyway. It's too dangerous. So what to do?
So then,
Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Me? Yeah, I totally trust Makoto to take care of it.
okay.
Then that's that. Hold on, don't I get a say?
It's all clear.
Just shows how much they trust you. You should do as they ask. You sure it's trust? I feel like they're just using me. Okay, so here you go, Makoto. They're acting like I already said yes. Fine. Guess there's nothing I can do. I'll just keep it in my desk drawer for now. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Hey, Toko. Do I still have bad breath? Sorry. I'm sorry it stinks. I'm sorry it stinks. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
You made a valuable discovery. Good job. Did Master just praise me? Good for you. I'm dreaming. I must be dreaming. How would that I would ever experience such a dream? I feel strange. So strange, really strange. Oh no. Whenever I look at Toko these days, it makes me feel sad.
You know?
Well, there's a big garden on the 5th floor, and we found more than one thing to be worried about. Stupidly large plant, a chicken coop, and I know what you're gonna say, a tool shed. Monokuma said it was called a Monokuma flower. Even touching it seems dangerous, so we have to be careful.
You're serious.
It's totally a man-eating plant. I'm pretty sure it's different from the one that lives in the pipe, though. Anyway, that thing must benefit from the sprinkler system as much as anything else in there. Oh yeah, apparently the sprinklers come on every morning at 7:30 on the dot. Yeah, remember that. You don't want to get drenched and catch a cold.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to worry. They say idiots never catch colds, you know. Of course not, because idiots never get wet. Think you're thinking of ducks? Starting to worry about you, Hero. Can you tell me what 10 plus 10 is? Come on, you don't always have to call me dumb. I may have been held back 3 times, but that doesn't make me stupid. But if it'll make you happy, I'll answer your dumb question. What was the question again? Don't worry, you just answered it. Hang on, you had more to say.
You know?
There were a bunch of chickens in the chicken coop, right? That's right, 5 chickens. I love chickens. Let's raise them up big and fat. Then we can make fried chicken. Or barbecue. Decisions. Oh, or how about raw? Because there's nothing fresher than raw, right? Pretty sure that'd kill you.
You know?
You noticed it too, huh? That pickaxe.
What?
What about the pickaxe? Well, there was a pickaxe in the tool shed, and the words Crazy Diamond have been carved into the handle. Haven't we seen that phrase somewhere before? Crazy Diamond? Does sound kind of familiar, I think.
It's true.
I don't just think, I know. We've definitely seen that phrase before. Where? That's it, I remember. Oh. It's on Mondo's uniform, on the back of his jacket. His jacket said the same thing, right? Crazy Diamond.
I see.
You're absolutely right. But why would that be on the pickaxe in the garden?
Could it be?
Mondo must have snuck in there and done it, right?
Not possible.
But we didn't have access to the garden until today.
That's right.
Then maybe Mondo brought it with him when he first came here and Monokuma confiscated it? Whatever the reason, that's what stuck out to me in the tool shed, the pickaxe connected to Mondo. Well, what stuck out to me wasn't the pickaxe at all. Then what did?
Yo.
What I noticed was the lawnmower. I'm thinking maybe we can use it to call for help. How are you gonna call for help with a lawnmower? I don't know, maybe we can use it to make crop circles or something. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna make crop circles.
Well,
And we can use those to call for help. What the heck's happened to you? You weren't like this in the beginning, you know.
you know?
Well, back then my personality hadn't quite solidified yet. I didn't think it was possible, but I'm more disappointed in you now than I've ever been. Well, I think that's all the new information we have for now.
Yo.
So, now what do we do? Well, starting today, you're all under my command. But before we proceed, I need to figure something out.
No
Jeez, how
way.
cocky can you be? You're gonna bust through the ceiling if your head gets any bigger. What is it you want to figure out? Kyoko's identity.
Well,
Kyoko's identity? But Kyoko is Kyoko, right? Yes, but who is she? The rest of us have a clear, definable reason for having been selected to attend Hope's Peak Academy. Hina's the ultimate swimming pro, Hira's the ultimate clairvoyant, even Makoto is the ultimate lucky student. More unlucky than unlucky these days, but... So what about Kyoko? Could anyone tell me what she is? Now that you mention it, she's never told us. Kyoko doesn't really like talking about herself anyway, right? It's not a matter of what she likes or doesn't like, it's a matter of trust. Can you trust someone who's unwilling to reveal their true identity? We need to avoid raising any more unnecessary suspicion. So, Kyoko, it's time you told us. I can't. Why won't you tell us?
Wrong.
I didn't say I won't. I said I can't.
What the heck?
What do you mean?
So.
Because I don't remember. What? I have no memory of what I am. You have no memory? You mean amnesia?
What?
If I thought you had a sense of humor, I'd say you were joking. But if this is a joke, I'm not laughing. You can't be serious right now, can you? I knew you wouldn't believe me. That's why I didn't say anything.
However,
But it doesn't matter. Either way, the truth will make itself clear before we're done.
What?
So you have no intention of telling us. Then I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
hey,
What are you gonna do? Torture me? Nothing so barbaric as that.
It's all
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
what?
Limit my options.
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. But if she gives you her room key, she can't go to sleep in her room. She'll be breaking the school regulation. And if she doesn't want that, she'll talk. It's easy. All she has to do is tell us about herself. Just hold on, a threat like that.
That's fine.
Fine, I understand. Good, you're finally in the mood for conversation. Without saying a word, Kyoko walked right up to Byakuya and held out her room key to him.
It can't be.
You fool. Why do you refuse to talk?
Because.
Whether I want to or not, I can't. All I can do is keep telling you that. Maybe she really did lose her memory. If you really think about it, it doesn't sound totally impossible. This is the worst school ever, where only the worst stuff happens, right? Amnesia would fit right in.
However.
The worst school, where only the worst things happen? Do you really mean that?
Hey,
Can you really be sure that life here has been filled with only the worst things? What do you mean? Perhaps I've said too much. Kyoko then turned her back on us and without a word began to walk away.
Come on.
Where do you think you're going?
goodbye.
Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything to harm any of you. Those were her last words as she left. Kyoko's last words. The dining hall was silent. The only sound was the door opening and closing as Kyoko left the room.
What the heck?
What's her deal?
But
I think you went too far taking her room key like that. For her, that wasn't far enough. Or maybe she gets off in the attention. I can't believe her enjoying getting yelled at.
Stop talking.
You're getting noisy again, Toko.
Come on.
Sorry, I can still hear you. The sound of you breathing, your heart beating, it grates on me. Are you telling her to die? I mean, I know how you feel, but what's Kyoko gonna do now? Plus, this situation, it's just like before. It's no different from when everyone started accusing Sakura. And I'm no different either. Still can't stop anyone. What? What are you yelling all of a sudden? 'Cause look! It's you. How long have you been standing there? Very, very angry. Angry at what? At the thief. Yes, that's right. I'm very sad to tell you there's a thief in your midst. What? My precious, they stole it. 1 second. Okay, I thought I heard someone pull into my driveway, but I didn't. You're precious?
your teacher had such faith in you. And this is how you repay me? With betrayal?
Reality is filled with so much hardship, isn't it? No wonder people run away into their fantasies. What the heck is your precious? Shut up. I hope you all get stuck in a hiring freeze and die penniless in the street. And he's gone. What the heck was that all about? He said something about his precious getting stolen. Does anyone have any idea what that might mean? It likely has something to do with Kyoko. Who else other than her would be willing and able to steal something from Monokuma? Did Kyoko really steal something from Monokuma? But if that's true, what was it? And why would she do that?
school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
We need to get out of here.
You know?
We can talk more about this tomorrow, and about Kyoko. However, after what just happened with Monokuma and Kyoko, I feel like there's something in the air. I would suggest you take extra precautions tonight. Stay in your rooms, don't go wandering around.
Well,
Not like we need you to tell us that.
Goodbye.
Well then, let's disperse. I'll see you all tomorrow. Following his lead, each of us went back to our rooms. That's right. I need to put away the knife I got from Toko. I think the safest place for it will be in my desk drawer. But anyway, is Kyoko really gonna be okay? She can't get into her room. What's she gonna do? Isn't there something I can do? Something I can... As I opened my eyes, I'd realized I'd fallen asleep without realizing it. But more important, did I hear the doorbell? Kyoko,
hey,
I'll be waiting for you in the dressing room. See you there. Hey, wait, Kyoko! Without acknowledging me, Kyoko disappeared into the depths of the darkened hallway. I know we're not supposed to go out during nighttime, but I can't just not go.
hey,
Sorry for asking you to meet with me so late. It's okay, I'm used to it.
correct.
Indeed.
So then,
Well then, let me get straight to the point. Something you can't talk about in front of the surveillance cameras, right? So does that mean... Does this have something to do with whatever it is you stole from Monokuma? Monokuma told us earlier that someone had stolen something from him. Was it you?
indeed.
That's right. So I was right. But what did you steal?
So,
I stole this. A key? But looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. Where did you get this?
so,
From the headmaster's room. What? You snuck into the headmaster's room? Wasn't it locked?
however,
The lock was broken. What?
correct.
It was Sakura. She did it for us. She did?
Indeed.
Remember what she said in her note? I'm not gonna just lay down and die. I will fight you. So, Sakura broke into the headmaster's room for us.
That's right.
That's right. So that we could uncover what secrets may lay hidden within. She did that for us. She violated the school regulations to help us. She'd already decided to die, so her last act was to defy the rules of this place.
Indeed.
I noticed the room was open after the class trial was over yesterday. But if I just strolled into the room, Monokuma would have noticed right away, which is why I used you as a decoy. So you asked me to meet you at the data center in order to...
Correct.
Correct. I wanted you to draw Monokuma's attention. I took the opportunity to sneak into the headmaster's room, and as a result, I found this key. Wow. And what you told me about yesterday, did that come from the headmaster's room too?
Mukuro Ikusa, the 16th, the one they call. Watch out.
Did you find out about this Mukuro Ikusaba while you were in there?
Indeed.
I did find a file in the headmaster's room that talked about her, yes. I didn't know all the details yet, but one thing I do know is that Mukuro Ikusaba is dangerous. Dangerous?
In other words,
She may very well be the mastermind. Mastermind? But didn't Alter Ego say the mastermind was... or the headmaster was probably the mastermind?
wrong.
No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind, I'm sure of that. What? I don't have proof of yet, but I have no doubt I'm right. To make such a strong statement without proof, that's not like Kyoko at all. But if it isn't the headmaster, does that mean Mukuro Ikusaba could really be the mastermind? Anyway, this key is the one big opportunity we've been waiting to get our hands on. Now that we've grasped it, we can't let go, can we? Sure, but I mean, what's this key even unlock?
So,
I don't know yet, which is why I needed to draw Monokuma's attention again while I go find out. Wait, so you're planning on sneaking back in again? You can't, that's way too dangerous. You want me to draw his attention, but we don't actually know there's just one mastermind, right? If there's more than one person watching us,
is that right?
but they didn't catch on last night, right? So maybe we just got lucky.
Hey,
Or maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Like I said, we didn't get caught last night. But as you said, maybe it was just pure luck. Which is why we're going to run the experiment one more time. And if we're successful again, then what may have just been a lucky guess will be proven true. As Kyoko talked, she was calm and collected as ever. I couldn't help but stand there and listen.
hey,
If it's true that the mastermind can't watch us and control Monokuma at the same time, then there would have to be a period of time where the mastermind is vulnerable. What we need to do is find out for sure if that's actually true, and we can exploit it. Maybe, but no matter what the reward, the risk is just too high. When I think about what might happen if we fail,
why is that?
I don't think you need to worry all that much, after all. True. No restrictions have been placed on our efforts to solve the mystery, am I wrong? Even when I took the key, I didn't break any rules as far as I could tell. But if their mastermind decides to do something, all the rules in the world won't matter. He could just kill us all without a second thought.
I see.
I see. In that case, even if the plan fails, we'll still be able to prove or disprove that hypothesis. What? In a moment of crisis, will the mastermind break their own rules or adhere to them no matter what? In other words, we gain something whether we succeed or not. Now there's no reason not to do it, right? But
if you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward.
we know the danger. But if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice.
Hey,
Am I wrong? At that moment, I finally realized I had never seen the slightest hint of fear or despair in Kyoko's eyes. Her gaze was firmly fixed on the mystery ahead, the enemy standing before us, and with that in view, she just smiled. I can't change how I feel, and wouldn't if I could. Then Kyoko took something from her coat pocket and held it out to me. What's this?
it's true.
Consider a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. If something ever happens,
However,
I'm not planning on dying, but there's always a chance of it, and a death without meaning is unappealing. Think I have to end and save for today. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. I will be back on Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard for some more Pocket Mirror. So we're going to see if there's any friends we can write today. And while I'm doing that, if you're watching on YouTube and you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. It takes 2 seconds. It is completely free, so you can always unsubscribe later. None of our friends are streaming today, so we are just going to end. So I will see you guys on Friday. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Bye.